Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to discuss the question from the page number 52, and this is from the chapter Structure of Atom. This chapter is under CBSE Standard 9 syllabus. So the question is, how will you find out valency of chlorine, sulfur and magnesium? So first is, we will see for chlorine, that how we will write the valency of chlorine. So for this we need to write the electronic configuration of chlorine. So as per the electronic configuration we need to write K, L, M and N. Now what is the chlorine's atomic number? What is the atomic number of chlorine? It is 17. So how many electrons are present in chlorine? 17. So we have to distribute this 17 electrons in these orbitals. So here how we will distribute this electrons? We know that maximum capacity of K shell is 2, the L shell is 8, M shell is 18 and N shell is 32. But we cannot put more than 8 electrons in these two orbits. The maximum capacity of this two orbit is also we are considering here is 8. So L, M and N we cannot put more than 8 electrons. So here let us distribute this. So first we can put only 2 electrons as per the maximum capacity of K shell. Now 17 are there. So we can put here 8. So now we have distributed 10 electrons. How many are left? 7. So here we can put 7 because maximum capacity is 8. So we can put here 7. Now this is about electronic configuration. If you have any doubt in this electronic configuration, then please check the video based on electronic configuration. I have given the link in the description. First understand this, that how we are distributing electrons, and then come back to this video. Here, now we are finding out the valency. Now what is the meaning of valency? It is the combining capacity of atom. What is the meaning of combining capacity? Each atom will form a bond with another atom and they will form a molecule. How they are forming a bond? With their combining capacity. So here, all the atom wants to become stable like noble gases. Now what all are the noble gases we have? First is helium, then neon and then argon. Helium has 2 electrons, neon has 10 electrons, argon has 18 electrons. If we will see their electronic configuration, then it is 2, 2, 8, 2, 8, 8. Why they are noble gases? Because their outermost shell is also known as valence electrons. Their outermost shell or valence shells are completely filled. If we will see, completely filled, 2, completely filled and completely filled. So they are very stable. Their valency is 0. Their combining capacity is 0. They are not reactive. So that's why they are stable. Because what all electrons they want in their shell, they have. They have completely filled outermost shell. Now when any atom is reactive, when their outermost shell is not completely filled. So they want to become stable. They want to become stable like nearest noble gas. So we have to see that which noble gas electronic configuration is nearer to chlorine. Chlorine will either lose electron or gain electron, and chlorine will get electronic configuration like one of the nearest noble gas to it. So here chlorine has electronic number 17, atomic number 17. So argon is the nearest one. So if chlorine wants to become like argon, chlorine wants to be stable like argon, then it has to have 8 electrons in its outermost shell. So here 7 electrons are there. To make it 8, it has to gain 1 electron. Then only it will become stable like argon. Then only its outermost shell will fill and it will become stable. Now here it is lacking with 1 electron, so its valency is 1. how many electrons they are lacking, or how many electrons if they lose and they will gain the nearest noble gases electronic configuration like configuration, that will be their valency. Here it will gain one electron and it can adopt electronic configuration like argon, so its valency is 1. Since chlorine is gaining one electron, we can also write that -1 will be the valency of chlorine. That means it will gain electron and it will become stable. It has a tendency of gaining electrons. If we are discussing about matter, then it will lose electron. Now let us see one example of sodium, which is exactly opposite to that. Sodium has atomic number 11. If we will write electronic configuration of it, then it is 2, 8 and 1. Now here sodium has atomic number 11, and if sodium wants to become stable like nearest noble gas, then which noble gas is nearest to sodium? It is neon. It has electronic configuration 2 and 8. So here if sodium wants to be like neon, then it has to lose one electron. It can be stable like argon also. Then we have to add here 7 electrons. We can also think about that if it can lose one electron or it can gain 7 electrons. It can be like neon, it can be like argon. But which one is the easiest way? To be like neon or to be like argon? To lose one electron or to gain 7 electrons? So yes, this is the easy way, that to lose one electron. So it will not gain 7 electrons. It will lose only one electron, and the valency of sodium is 1. Now since it is losing one electron, it will donate one electron. That's why it will be +1. So what is the difference in chlorine and sodium? Both atoms valency is 1 only. Here chlorine is lacking in 1 electron. Here sodium has excess 1 electron. So chlorine will become stable like argon after gaining 1 electron. So that's why the charge will be of that is -1. And here the sodium's valency is also 1, but it will achieve the stable configuration after losing 1 electron. So that will be +1. So that is the basic difference in between chlorine and sodium. Both valency is 1, 1, but chlorine is getting it by gaining 1 electron and sodium is getting it by losing 1 electron. It is depending upon they are situated nearer to which noble gas, and they will acquire the electronic configuration like noble gas nearer to them. Now let us discuss the valency of sulfur. Sulfur's atomic number is 60. So how we will distribute the electrons? So first we will put here 2, then 8. So we have distributed 10 electrons. How many electrons are left? 6. So this will be the electronic configuration of sulfur, that 2, 8 and 6. Now our noble gases. Helium 2, neon 2, 8, argon is 2, 8, 8. Now we need to see that sulfur is near to which noble gas? It is nearer to argon. So what it will do? It wants to become stable like argon. It will eventually get the electronic configuration like argon, and that will be 2, 8, 8. By doing so, it requires 2 more electron here. So what will be the valency of sulfur? Valency of sulfur is 2, because how many electrons it is lacking in outermost shell is 2. So that's why the valency of sulfur is 2. Now since this electronic configuration it will achieve by gaining of electrons, so the charge of that will be -2, and this it is doing it by gaining and not the losing. That's why it is -2. Now similarly we will discuss for magnesium. Magnesium's atomic number is 12. So let us write its electronic configuration. So it is K, L and M. So let us distribute it 2, 8 and M will get 2. Now if we will see the outermost shell, then it has 2 electrons. It can achieve nearest noble gas electronic configuration like neon, or it can be like argon. If it wants to be like neon, then it has to lose 2 electrons, and if it wants to be like argon, then it has to gain 6 electrons. Why? Because argon's electronic configuration is 288. So here we need 6 more electrons, and neon's electronic configuration is 2 and 8. So it has to lose 2 electrons and it will become like neon. So which one is easy? To gain 6 electrons or to lose 2 electrons? So this is difficult. So it will achieve electronic configurations just like neon. So how it will do it? By losing 2 electrons. Now here it is losing 2 electrons, so that's why valency is 2. And since this it will achieve by losing of electrons, the charge of that will be plus 2. How many electrons the atom are losing, that many charge it will generate. How many electrons atom is gaining, that many charge it will get. Here it is gaining 2 electrons, so that's why it is minus 2. Here it is losing 2 electrons, that's why it is plus 2. This is the basic difference between sulfur and magnesium. The valency of both are 2, because here it is achieving noble gases configuration by gaining 2 electrons. Here it is achieving by losing 2 electrons. But the electrons are 2, that's why valency is 2, 2. What is the difference is, here it is gaining, so that's why it is minus. But here it is losing, so that's why it is plus. Let us discuss the another set of question. First question is, if the number of electrons in an atom is 8. So number of electrons are 8 and number of proton is also 8. So here number of protons are also 8. Then what is the atomic number of atom? So for the first question, number of proton equals to the atomic number of atom. So how many protons are there? 8. So what is atomic number? 8 will be the atomic number of atom. Now second, what is the charge of an atom? So for charge of an atom we need to write electronic configuration. So for 8 the electronic configuration is 2 and 6. This element is oxygen, because we know that oxygen has atomic number 8. So its electronic configuration 2 and 6. Now it will acquire the electronic configuration like neon. So neon is 2, 8. This is a noble gas and it is stable. So it wants to become stable like neon. So for that, to do so, it has to gain 2 electrons. When any atom is gaining electron, it will give us negative charge. So here they haven't asked, but if they are asking what will be the valency, then valency is 2. Now here, since it is gaining 2 electron, it has charge equals to minus 2, because it is gaining 2 electrons. So charge of this atom will be minus 2. If it is losing, then it will be plus. If it is losing 1 electron, then it is plus 1. If it is losing 2 electrons, then it is plus 2. But here it is gaining, so it will be minus. And how many electrons it is gaining, that many minus charge will be there. So gaining 2 electron will give minus 2 charge, and valency will be 2. So how we will frame our answer? That it has electronic configuration of 2, 6. It is lacking by 2 electrons to fill its outermost shell. So it will become stable by accepting 2 electrons. This is important to mention. that it will become stable by accepting 2 electrons, so charge will be -2. And also you can write that after becoming stable, its electronic configuration will be 2, 8. So that is how we will write the answer. Next question is, with the help of table 4.1, they have given at the page number 51. With the help of that table, we have to find the mass number of oxygen and sulfur. In that table, they have given the number of protons and number of neutron for oxygen and sulfur. So from this we can find out the atomic mass. Now what is atomic mass? Atomic mass is summation of proton count and neutron count. So we have to simply add the number of proton and number of neutron, so we will get atomic mass. Here oxygen's number of proton is 8 and number of neutron is also 8. So 8 plus 8 we will get 16. Here for sulfur's number of protons are 16 and number of neutrons are also 16. So here 16 plus 16 we will get 32. From this we can also write atomic number and number of electrons. It will be same as number of proton. Number of proton equals to number of electron, and it will also tell us the atomic number. So that is how we can find the details from the number of proton and number of neutron.